Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my entire physical TBR. So I'm sitting here right now and I am surrounded by books. So I'm going to start by showing you the series that I own, and I will start with this big one here. I can't pick them up. It is the Shatter Me series. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard really good things online. None of the books are huge, which is great. So hopefully I'll be able to get into that series soon. I want to try and finish ACOTAR first, but we'll see. Definitely going to start that one soon. So another series on my TBR is the Six of Crows series. Again, heard really good things about these. Looking forward to reading them. I also have the King of Scar series, which I believe follows on from Six of Crows. I do need to buy Shadow and Bone. I don't own that one yet. That is on my to buy list, so I will be buying that soon. Oh, we have this series as well. This is the final series on my physical TBR, and again, heard a lot of good things online. It's the Fourth Wing series. Really excited to read this one too. Again, I'm finishing ACOTAR at the minute and I would like to finish that first before I start another fantasy series. But I might make this my next fantasy read. We'll see. Now it's time for all the standalone books I own. There is quite a few, I believe. Let's have a look. We'll start on this side. So we'll start with this one, which is The Book Thief. I really like that cover too. I've heard really good things about this. It says on the back, 1939, Nazi Germany. The country is holding its breath. Death has never been busier. Liesel, a 9-year-old girl, is living with a foster family on Himmel Street. Their parents have been taken away to a concentration camp. Liesel steals books. This is her story and the story of the inhabitants of her street when the bombs begin to fall. So this sounds really interesting. I do really enjoy historical fiction, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I have heard it's sad, which I can imagine with it being about the war, but I am looking forward to reading that. Okay, so what have we got next? We have Christina Lauren's Soulmate Equation. Nice little romance. What's this one say? It says, Jess Davis is a numbers genius, but when it comes to love, she had to accept there is no magic formula. Juggling a career with raising her daughter, it's not surprising that her love life is non-existent. When yet another date ends in disaster, she's prepared to give up on love for good. But then she hears about Genetically, a buzzy new matchmaking company that claims to find you the one using a DNA equation. Suddenly love doesn't seem quite so far out of reach. Until her test shows an unheard of 98% compatibility with Genetically's founder, Jess already knows the man, and this man is 100% not her soulmate. Yet as the pair are dragged from one event to the next as the ultimate diamond pairing that could make Genetically a fortune, Jess begins to realise that there might be more to the scientist and to the science behind a soulmate than she thought. So that one sounds really interesting. I do love a romance now and again. I feel like everybody likes a romance now and again. So that one. Then we've got Hex Education. I got this in a 3 for $6 at the Works, I believe. A guilt-ridden former coven is forced to tap into the magic of the past to stop their lives going up in flames. Beauty, grace, and arresting witch face. So that one sounds like it's going to be a nice little Halloweeny read. I might save this for October. Looking forward to this. Again, another one I got in a 3 for $6 at the Works. Angelica Frankenstein makes her match. So this one Just reading the back. She's run out of suitors and fears she may become the exception to the family rule of finding the person that you're equal to and that is your true love. She assists in her brother's groundbreaking experiment to bring a reassembled man back to life. She realises that having an agreeable gentleman might be a chance to let a man get to know the real her. So again, this one sounds like a romance, but it sounds like a historical romance. Sounds right up my alley. Really looking forward to that one. We have The Mother, T.M. Logan. Heard great things about this online. Loads of good reviews. I do like a thriller. Really excited for this. I feel like thrillers are really fast paced, so I might read this after I finish A Court of Silver Flames. Really looking forward to that one. Then we have Kennedy Ryan's Before I Let Go. Again, another romance. I have a lot of romance books. And the little bit at the back says, their love was supposed to last forever, but when life delivered blow after devastating blow, Yasmin and Josiah found that love had its limits. It couldn't save their marriage. Yasmin wasn't prepared for how her life fell apart, but she's finally started to find joy again. She and Josiah have found a new rhythm, co-parenting their 2 kids and running a thriving business together, yet like magnets, they're always drawn back to each other. And now they're beginning to wonder if they're truly ready to let go of everything they once had. One stolen kiss leads to another, and then more. It's hot, it's illicit, it's good, until it starts to hurt again. As old wounds reopen, Yasmin and Josiah wonder if it's too late for them to find forever, or could they be even better the second time around? So, nice little second chance romance there. Looking forward to that. We have Crazy Rich Asians, which I got in a blind date with a book. So, this one I'm going into. Never really heard a lot about this one, but I'm definitely going to give it a read. Then we've got The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery. This is by the same author as Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which I read last year. I did enjoy that, so I'm looking forward to having a look at what else they've written. I think I finished that side, so we'll go on to this side now. So, they have this one, Powerless. I feel like everybody on the internet has heard about Powerless. Really excited to read it. It's supposed to be quite fast paced, it's young adult, it is fantasy. I don't really know what it's about. But it is part of a trilogy, so if I enjoy this, I will be pre-ordering the other 2. Next we have Ready Player One. Again, got this in a blind date with a book. Really looking forward to reading it. I've seen the film, not read the book. It's about people in virtual reality, I believe. I am looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to give it a read. And yeah, that's what I know about that one. Then we have The Boy in Striped Pyjamas. Again, I've seen the film, really like the film. It's a bit sad. I've always wanted to read the book, so when I saw this in the works, I had to pick it up, so I've got this one to read. I think there is a sequel to this as well, so we'll be ordering that if this one's any good. So, next, this one's a bit controversial. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. It is A Little Life. I've heard that it's really sad. I've heard that it changes people. I've watched a lot on this, and I'm really quite scared to go into it, to be honest. It's supposed to change you as a person. It's supposed to be heartbreaking. But it is supposed to be really well written. And I am excited to read it, but again, I'm really apprehensive. So it's on my shelf, but I'm going to have to be brave to read it. I will read it eventually though. So yeah, don't know how I feel about that one. This one is a new release this year. It's not been out long. Really excited to read it. It is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I feel like Ali Hazelwood's wrote a lot of romance, but this is romantasy, I think. So it's sort of dipping into a different genre. So I am really looking forward to reading this. I have read Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and I did really enjoy it. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's about. Again, this book I've seen a lot about online. It is Babel. It says, Oxford, 1836, the city of dreaming spires. It is the centre of all knowledge and progress in the world, and in its heart is Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, the tower from which all the power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise, until it become a prison. But can a student stand against the empire? This sounds really interesting. I think it is a standalone, so if you are looking for a fantasy standalone to maybe dip your toes into fantasy, this might be the book for you. I have heard good things and I'm really looking forward to reading it. This next book is called The Stargazers, and honestly, look at that cover. That is the reason I bought it. I do like the sound of the book as well, but that was what caught my eye originally. Like, look how pretty that cover is. So, it says, then, Fane Hall, Sarah has spent a lifetime trying to bury memories of her childhood, the constant fear, the horror of her school days, and Fane, the vast crumbling house that was the sole obsession of her mother, Iris, a woman as beautiful as she was cruel. And it says 1969 in Hampstead. Rescuing herself from the shadow of Fane and her mother, talented Sarah forges a career as a cellist and marries the love of her life, Daniel. But when they move into a rambling, near-derelict house in Hampstead and try to get on with the business of becoming a family, Sarah finds the past will not let her go. What is the hold Fane Hall has over her and her mother? Can she break free of it and keep the promise she made as a child? One magical starry night to look up at the stars and not down into the darkness. So that sounds amazing. Definitely going to be reading this one soon. Next we have From the Embers. So this was in a sale at the works. It was £1.50 I think, which for a book is amazing. And I like the idea of it. I've seen a few good things online, so I thought I'd give it a go. Not entirely sure what it's about. It's about two people that lose their partners in a fire, I believe. And they help each other through, and they both end up together. So that will hopefully be a nice love story to read. I think there's going to be some sad parts of it, but at the same time I think it's going to be a heartwarming read, so looking forward to this one. Then we have Jessica Fellowes' The Mitford Secret. Again, how pretty is this cover? So this says the Mitford household is splintered by the vicissitudes of war. I don't know if I'm saying that right. To bring the clan together, Deborah invites them to Chatsworth for Christmas, along with a selection of society's most glamorous guests, as well as old family friend Louisa Cannon, a private detective. Oh. One night, a psychic arrives, and to liven things up, Deborah agrees she may host a seance. But entertainment turns to dark mysteries. The psychic reveals that a maid was murdered in this very same house, and she can prove it. Louisa steps forward to try and solve the cold case, but with a house full of people who want to bury their secrets, will she be able to unmask the murderer? So this is a murder mystery, and I'm so excited to read it. Straight up my alley. I love a mystery. I love the books that keep your brain active, keep you thinking. This sounds like it's going to be amazing. Looking forward to that. So, we have three more. We're getting to the end of the pile. We have, I'll bring these ones all together because they're both by the same author. So we have You and Me on Vacation and Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have read Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I really enjoyed it. So when I saw these in the works, I had to pick them both up. I think they were £4 each. So two little cute romances by Emily Henry. Really looking forward to these. I might save them for when I'm going on holiday in the summer. Who knows? Might read them before. But yeah, got these ones. And then the last book. Finally got to the bottom of the pile. It is Tilly Cole's 1,000 Boy Kisses. I have seen quite a bit about this online, mainly people saying it's a really sad story. I'm not sure what to expect. It sounds like a romance on the back, but we'll see. But I'm going to read this one soon. It was on my March TBR, so hopefully going to get this done within the next few weeks. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that is my entire physical TBR. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, comment and subscribe underneath. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.